versus EHOME. We saw EHOME earlier against VGJ, and EHOME looked very good. We saw NaVi earlier. NaVi did get defeated by OG, but they had a very strong showing in the early game. So, I'll see how this one pans out. If TNC are playing another game, it'll be over on the mainstream. I don't know if they are playing another game, but yeah, we're doing EHOME versus NaVi here. There are other games going on, so check the other stream beyond the summit. That's the one to check. So the bans. Elder Titan Bane, Shadow Demon by NaVi. And Enchantress Assassin Clock. Nothing really to write home about here. Just interested to see what both of these teams open with. EHOME getting the first pick. I'll see what they go for. What the boys at EHOME want to play. What do we see earlier? We saw EHOME have a really nice OD game. C2Y managing to get the final OD pick. And it was very, very good. I'm looking forward to this. Like, NaVi, I think they can take it, but I think EHOME, from what I saw earlier, I feel that they have to go as the favourites. Faith Bian was. I remember I don't know if you guys were sticking around earlier, but he had this. He played puck earlier, and it was like crazy good. It was the game where his puck was sort of top net worth. He owned the lane and then sort of dismantled VGJ. EHOME, we are going to see some plays come out in the forms of a Rubik. Always down to see a good Rubik player. And EHOME have grabbed it. NaVi, what's their response going to be? What strong supports that's in the pool? Sand King is still there. We know that's one that they love to roll with. Talking about rolling, Earth Spirit also an option. They could look to try and get some sort of save. We see them sometimes run with the Dazzle or Seneko specials, Shadow Shaman, pretty much every game. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Shaman come out in the first. But, okay, it's a different kind of saves. You know, not the Dazzle, but it's the Wyvern. And what would they pair that with? I wouldn't be surprised if Sand King's really good. Slardar, of course, the classic roaming around 4 that we see teams try and get with the Wyvern. So maybe just get Roger on Slardar this game. What do they go?
5 seconds remaining.
Not be down. It's Sand King or Spirit. One of those strong roamers for Roger. I mean, Bounty is there. I think Roger can play it, but I don't really pick it. It's a Slardar. As I talked about, this is very popular at the moment with Wyvern. Instant in reaction, though, the Omni Knight from EHOME. Straight up. No messing around from them. But yeah, Slardar Wyvern, very strong combo.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
What have we got here? What do they fancy? NaVi to take away from EHOME. The Medusa. You kind of have to. Unless you want to try and take it yourself, which can be good. It can be very good when you have Wyvern and Slardar. In fact, I think it'd probably been ideal, but obviously with the way that drafting works out, there was going to be this phase where EHOME get a look in first. And well, actually, no, that's not true. They would have got to pick first, but I guess they don't want to pick Medusa anyway at this stage. It's one of those hard heroes. You know, you want it, but at the same time, you really don't want the enemy to have it. And you also want to be careful at what stage you pick it, because there are those counters like anti-mage and stuff. Let's see what they go for. Maybe banning another one of these heavy carries that, well, either C2Y could take to the mid, or you could see being run by Old Chicken in the safe lane. Oh yeah, Razor, I was going to say, was banned out by EHOME. What could they go for? I mean, OD again OD could be pretty good, guys. For EHOME, they have the Omni Knight. It's pretty nice to sort of go through Cold Embrace. You know, you still can get that stolen up, and I think after watching C2Y play, the OD earlier. I think if you're Navi, you're a little worried about that coming through, unless they are going to pick some very strong heroes against it. There is still... Well, no, okay, they can't... Well, they could play off-lane Nyx Assassin. They have played core Nyx Assassin before, Navi. And maybe if they pick something like that, it would be strong. Oh, she was doing great, lads. Don't worry. She's gone out with one of her lady friends for a cup of tea. So she's good. She's out and about. And Monkey King. All right, for NaVi. Oh, that's the real question. We forgot about this, guys. Are we going to see the Dendi Viper? Are we going to see the Dendi Viper? It's still there. He does love it. Oh, yeah, that Monkey King almost certainly going to be... I imagine Crystallized. It's got to be Crystallized playing it right. It's a Crystallized Monkey King.
5 seconds remaining.
This is live. I see you right there, Synced Junior. Dendi AA. I don't know. I mean, you never know with NaVi. You never know. Let's have a look. EHOME. They take themselves the Jakira. Adding to that push. And having good amounts of magical to work through the wire. I mean, against all three of these heroes, you know, you want to have that sort of damage over time to punish Slada when he's sprinting about. You need to have that magical damage to sort of control and play with the Monkey King around the tree line, especially when he gets the boosted armor during the ult. You want to focus on having magic. And, of course, Cold Embrace always punishable by these sort of large AoE magical spells that Jakira can add. NaVi. Is it a Dendi Viper game? I hope we see something different, but they are known to fall back on it if it's available. And we're not going to find out yet. General Batrider. Grab for the offlane. Having that hard disable through the repel. Having that lasso. And maybe feeling that you can play around with the tri-lane. Which could be the case. It's also... Yeah, also very nice with sort of the Monkey King, the vision game that they're going to have. You know, fire flying in from the side. At the same time, you got to be careful with that firefly. Make sure you don't go where the Monkey King wants to be standing. We'll see. What are we going to get for Dendi? Any heroes that anyone's holding out to see Dendi play today? What we'd like to see? Dendi, I like Dendi SF and Dendi Quap are always the two fun ones that they do pick. EHOME. They won't be getting the OD at least for the mid lane. I mean, unlikely they get it for the safe lane, but the Death Prophet's going to be CTY. Do CTY, do those two swap around sometimes, CTY and Old Chicken? I don't know, we'll have to see. But either way, Death Prophet's going to be in the mid lane, regardless of who's playing.
5 seconds remaining.
Dendi Slardar mid. Dendi Pudge. Oh, we can only dream. Dendi Magnus. Oh! They might actually play Dendi Magnus. You're not actually... They might actually play... They've got a Monkey King. Magnus Monkey King. We might get Dendi Magnus. That's not actually a bad shout. We'll see.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, Dendi... Yeah, Dendi Tinker's probably likely. That's one that they've been picking a lot recently. Dendi Tinker, SF Quap, Magnus. Is Tia bad pick here? I don't think you have fun in the lane against the Death Prophet. I really don't think you do. And there's a Jakira. There's a lot of sort of things to go for refraction. I'd be very surprised if they played TA. I see what you mean. They've got a Slada, so you're sort of looking towards the physical aspect of it all. Maybe SF is fine. You think TA is good? Okay. I mean, I hope that he sees a place for somewhere like a TA because it's a lot of fun to watch. Dendi Park. He might just pick Viper though, lads. He might just go for the Viper. EHOME. What's this band going to? Oh, I mean, Dendi Invoker. Let's go. But we could theorycraft all we want. It might have been. They do. Okay, so EHOME ban out the Shadow Fiend. And now for their final pick, what are they going to take for the safe lane? Something to add to this push, no doubt. And, okay, yeah, well, it just only adds to sort of the flow and the pressure and the early fighting they want to go for. Tiny. Very good to have this burst against Monkey King Slider. I mean, any of these heroes, that sort of combo is going to be very strong. I mean, there's a lot of I won't be surprised if Dendy's like, I'll just play Viper. I hope we get anything other than a Viper and I'll be happy.
5 seconds remaining.
I think Magnus could be good. Magnus would be fun. Oh!
Choose your hero.
Oh! Sniper! I don't think we saw anyone saying that in chat. That is... Alright, we get the Dendy Sniper coming in. Sniper Slider, of course, is very nice for picking off from a long range. At the same time, though, if that Tiny gets on top of you, you're dead. You're just dead. So, they've got to kind of hope that Tiny doesn't get a blink online. Otherwise, this game is not going to be fun for a sniper if these teams are... EHOME's running at him. Alright, Dendy Sniper coming into the fray. I'm really interested what he does. As I said, it's got nice synergy around the rest of it all. You can get crystallizing on the front. And you can pick them off from range. With the damage for Slider, let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, this is the last game that I'll be casting on this stream. Big shout out to everyone that stuck with me today. Hope you've all had a good time on the stream. Enjoying the cast, enjoying the games, and enjoying the company of your fellow Twitch chatters. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. NaVi versus EHOME, and this best of one. I'm ODPixel, and let's go with the rundowns. On the side of NaVi, General on the offlane bat. GH, God. Oh, people started saying GH. That's a bit of awareness for a TI winner. I believe probably sitting at home chilling out at the moment, GH. Dendy on the mid lane sniper. Roger roaming around on Slardar. Soneko support Wyvern. And last but not least, is that a spider? Is it a Monkey King? Let's crystallize. He's down there on the bottom lane. Faith Bian. Oh, that's a spider. That's pretty spoopy. Faith Bian on the offlane Omni Knight. Y moving around on support Chikiro. CTY actually is going to be playing the Tiny. So, oh. Are they... I mean, are they looking to take the... Surely they're going to put the Death Prophet mid. They're going to put the Death Prophet safe lane to take him away from Sniper. But then surely the Tiny... Yeah, he has no armor. Surely that can't be a fun laning. We'll see. I'm interested to see what the lanes are that come out from EHOME. We'll see. I mean, at the moment, yeah, Death Prophet's up top, but we could see that change with a few TPs come into play. Who has a better draft? I think it's hard to tell this one. I'll be honest, recently I feel like we've seen a lot of games where Monkey King carry just doesn't cut it. And I feel like if EHOME get the ball rolling, this Death Prophet Tiny is going to be very hard to stop. But yeah, the lane decision is going to be interesting. So, yeah, you're putting the Tiny in the mid lane, and you're putting the Death Prophet in the safe lane. I guess it makes sense. You don't want the Tiny to farm against the Batrider, because the napalm is just going to become too much. And sure, I guess you've got no armor, but Sniper's right click isn't too scary. But it will add up. We'll see. Yeah, CTY on the mid Tiny. Up top. Making a bit of a go here onto General. So if they have got enough damage, it should be enough, but they'll get a fair bit of damage done and out onto him. General trying to respond. Bottom lane, bit of a go being made by Faith Bian as him and Y nearly chased down Crystallize. Yeah, I agree with you, chat. Yeah, it's simply just trying to get the Tiny away from the bat lane. A wrap around from Roger. Coming with the crush. Having to run through a lot of that shrapnel. He's going to need a few headshots, though. I'll get a couple. Forces back the Tiny. Oh, yeah, sorry. Did not mean to show kill score. Thank you for pointing that out. CS as it goes. 5 for 5 Dendy. 4 for 1 on CTY. CTY having to deal with the 2 heroes in lane at the moment. As EHOME actually keeping their supports out on the side lanes. Up top. General again being forced away. Old Chicken and HYM looking to play nice and aggressive to push that man off. Crystallize. Trying to get the stacks up, but even with the stacks, he's... Yeah, it's a close fight between these two. Level 1 Jingu is not what it once was. Crystallize actually able to juke it away. for now. Keep himself safe. The Dire Core actually getting taken down as mid lane CTY nearly gets peaked by Dendi. There's a couple of clarities out and down for the Dire. First Blood actually does end up going on down bottom. Apologies for the T-Tours. As they find that Monkey King, who was trying his best to hide in the tree line. Bottom lane. Looking back in on Faith Beyond. Snaker trying to harass him back with the Arctic Burn. Mid lane, Dendi. Actually being caught up in CS by CTY. CTY is not doing too bad at all in this lane. With the cleave, with the damage he has, he's doing a very good job at sort of matching out the sniper. I think that's the problem really. Sure, the sniper's got the range and the harassment, but early levels, not really too much of a scary punch on that sniper. Roger, Invis Rune as he looks to set up onto HYM. General coming across as well. Roger already starting to back up. Ooh, HYM's got to be careful. They'll start to go in a little bit, but don't want to commit. General's still too far away to really get in and involved in that attempt on a kill. Trying for White. Crystallize will get the stack up. Mid lane, wrap around inbound from Roger. Spotted out by the ward just in time, so CTY can back away. He'll escape. Bottom lane, Crystallize dropping down the boundless. It brings Y low. But now Crystallize, he's just going to get chased down. I guess he didn't do the math there. He felt that he had enough damage. Oh, he might just get away. He does live. Oh, but only just. He will survive. There's no point yet in Cod and Brace, of course, and he's only got tangos, so still this bottom lane, very tricky for the Monkey King to lane against. I can't help but feel, you know, that you do pick that Monkey King so you can have a okay lane against the Omni. Rotation from Roger comes in to join forces with Snake, they will be able to break apart a little bit this bottom dual lane of EHOME, taking down the Jakiro. Dendo. 21-11. Up against CTY's 13 for 4. Dendi getting a very significant lead now. Bottom lane. They're chasing. They're trying. They have the crush. Do they have enough damage? HYM comes in just in time. The Splinter Blast, not enough. Faith Bian will survive. NaVi, despite moving in as free, unable to claim that kill, as Faith is able to walk himself safely back to base. See down bottom. Snaker continuing to make these side pulls. HYM trying to get involved. Both teams with eyes upon each other. I'll bring Faith Bian back down to this bottom lane. Keeping it as a try lane EHOME. Trying to put as much pressure as they can on Crystallize. Get the drag back. It's the range of that Degen Aura turn with the Boundless. Trying to slow them down and get himself out of the range of Wise potential skill set, and it will be enough. Crystallize is back. Mid lane at the same time. Bit of a go being made onto CTY. Had the toss back onto Roger. So Roger, by the looks of it, unable to get the crush off with CTY making the toss play. Creating the distance. Back down bottom. Seneca's being hunted. Oh, he tried to get out, but they had the vision. And they cut him down. Seneko gone. EHOME with the space to put some pressure onto this tier 1 tower. Up top, General. Playing around with EHOME. Old chicken. Gets the space to take his bounty rune towards the river. CTY has the combo. Not quite enough to bring down Roger. He'll still be able to slither himself away. EHOME continuing to be very heavy with the pressure on this safe lane. And they should just get this tier 1 tower. It looks like this space that Crystallize has been relying on to farm is only going to get smaller and smaller. He's trying to hide in the tree line. They are coming and are hunting for him. He gets himself up onto the trees just in time. They'll look back. They'll finish off the tower. Seneko. Ooh. The boundless strike from Crystallize. They do take down one. Wrap around from Roger. Gets the crush onto Faith Bian, but he pots the mango. Turns around looking for the heal. Doesn't get the damage. He will be healed back up. Dendi also rotating through. Has the double damage rune. If he can get his hands onto Faith Bian, he'll go for the assassinate. It should be enough with one more crush to hold down the Omni Knight. Take down another. NaVi making some rotations. CTY will be safe with the TP out. Seeing a lot of heroes down here. General up top continues to play around with Old Chicken. Forces the Death Prophet to TP back to base. It will be a tag team. As soon as the DP's out, Faith Bian's back in on the lane. CTY getting a bit of space in the mid while this all goes down bottom. Top lane. Faith Bian trying to run down General. Getting a lot of stacks up, but it's an Omni Knight. He has Repellent Purification. He's not too worried at all about the bat in this 1v1 at this stage with the levels that Faith Bian has. Level 5 on the Omni. Support rotation from NaVi. Soneko leading Dendi back to mid lane. They've got their eyes on CTY. And here we go with the Arctic Burn. We're going to close in. Shrapnel should allow them to close the gap. And indeed, CTY is down. Roger just surviving. Nearly gets brought down with the Tiny. Now Roger will get out. Pressure back onto the tier 1. HYM's there to soak up the levels. Try and work himself towards the level 6. Out top again, General. Making moves onto Faith Bian, but a quick repel and Faith's alright. Y grabs the bounty. Dendi was heading up for some action, couldn't quite find it, so just takes the walk back towards mid. CTY is back in the lane. And it's actually bottom where NaVi are looking to make the play. Crystallize closing the gap on the tree line. They've got their eye on Old Chicken. He's out on his own. If Roger can get a good crush, they'll have a good chance of this when they find the slope with the Primal Spring. Old Chicken trying to keep himself alive with the siphons. And I tell you what, that along with the stick charges, it's enough. The hero's too strong. Level 4, it is level 4 siphon. And it will get him back to safety. No trouble at all. On top. I've grabbed him. Lasso's there. Dragging Faith Bian back. He's got the repel out in time, so not really taking too much damage at all. Purifies himself. Tries to back away. Good knockback. They look to bring Faith Bian back in the clutches of the Boundless. The Crush as well. They should have the damage. He's going to have Purification back up. I don't think it's going to be enough to save him with the stacks. A sticky building up. That's the Omni Knight down. Same time though, Dendi gets jumped upon in the mid lane. EHOME will find a grab in response. And look to try and take this tier 1 themselves. Snake are there on the high ground, trying to de-push things with a Splinter Blast. Back up top, though, NaVi not only finding one, they're looking for another. They've got the Boundless from Crystallize as he sets up and gets himself the double kill. See how the network's looking off the back of this. Dendi is at the top, despite being taken down in mid. Good CS and good participation in the kills down bottom have kept this man in a good place. But it's close. You've got Death Prophet right behind him. Roger. Will be fine. Oh! Denied. Now Roger, 1300 on his way to Blink. Crystallize. Item-wise, Tread Tequila, Battle Fury. We'll be going for the Battle Fury build, which seems to be just the absolute one at the moment on Monkey King. Majority of the time in these games, Monkey Kings go for Battle Fury. As I say, I feel like the win rate is not that great. So I'm interested to see how well NaVi are able to do with it. They push in top. Dendi back to the jungle, keeping himself safe away from that mid lane as he works towards the Mask of Madness. Crystallize still eyeing up potential for a kill, hoping that they fall for the bait. Roger's the bait. There are TPs coming in. I don't know if Crystallize necessarily wants to fight here. He's going to come down off the tree line, but there's 3 heroes around. This is not an easy fight for Crystallize. General will come in, offer some backup. Boundless Strike will heal him up just enough to keep himself alive. Takes down HYM. Roger comes in from the side, lands the Crush into the lasso. They drag Old Chicken back into the Assassinate. The clutches of Dendi as NaVi take 2. Winter's Curse from Soneko used to close the gap, allowing Roger to get in range for the Crush. If he's got the Purification, he'll try and run, but with 5 heroes chasing that man down, it's a double kill for Dendi, 3 kills for NaVi. As they are stepping up the heat. And will have a good attempt at taking down this tier 1 tower as well. And we have it. Tier 1 tower in the back. NaVi, again, we've seen this time and time again. They're very good in the early game. Can they hold it off to the later portions? With this lineup, I think they're in good standing. As I say, with EHOME's Death Prophet Tiny, I think EHOME, they needed to be kicking it off earlier. NaVi now getting the slight lead. They could continue to ride this, especially with Roger having this 12-minute Blink Dagger. You got to watch out for that if you're EHOME. Blink Slardar plus the range that Sniper and Monkey King can fight from. It's terrifying. They smoke up. EHOME. Ready to go, ready to rock and roll as they look to invade NaVi's jungle. NaVi grouped up as 3. Crystallize. Up on the high ground. Smoke, but it's going to be dispelled straight away. HYM looking to go. Crystallize wants to fight. He's going to jump down. Boundless Strike onto the Death Prophet. They'll force him out of the Wukong's command. As it is, it's an exorcism and run. This is not effective for EHOME. They lose the Rubik. Can Roger get the blink? He's looking for it. He'll find it. They can't quite close the gap with the rest of them, though. But still, good news for NaVi. They get a kill, and they put a stop to that exorcism being of any practical use. Dandy Mask of Madness. 13 minutes in, 10-3 lead for NaVi. CTY very close to having what we would assume is to be the blink rush on Tiny. As we said in the draft, if he can get on top of Dendi, he will burst in with ease. Mid lane, they're making a go. They've found the Jakiro. They have quite enough damage. Doesn't look like it. Faith Bian's there with the Purification Repel save. He'll keep his Jakiro alive. Roger. Eyes onto HYM. He's got the Blink Crush and the Assassinate. Purification from Faith Bian, though. Keeps HYM alive. On the side of it all, Old Chicken's wrapping through. They're going to be able to find Roger. GA comes out from EHOME. They're more than ready to fight. Looking to chase for more. Winter's Curse holds back the Death Prophet. Can they get out of it, NaVi? EHOME. They should find General. They have the telekinesis. Down is the fire. Find the lasso, trying to drag them back up. Cold Embrace will not save that man. He's down. Crystallized. Boundless Strike finishes off the Rubik. Dendi. Oh, he's moving in. He's going to be able to get himself a double. And Dendi, I don't think he's done. He's trying for Faith. Faith still with the mana for Purification. Will be a little too much for Dendi to deal with. But it is another fight where Dendi is cleaning up. He's 5-1-3. Top net worth. Making good steps towards having that Maelstrom after the Mask of Madness in very nice timing. That Prophet does now have the Yules. And change up. Okay. So CTY opting for the Shadow Blade. CTY is quite far out though. And he has a bit of a Monkey King problem. Looks like the toss back will be enough to stop him from chasing. There is other members of EHOME coming in for the fight. They're up on the high. Oh. They want to try for this. It's... Exorcism is back up, and I think with that in mind, they will not want to do this. Bottom lane, Roger. Dendi. Looking towards Faith. Faith's come in. He's so low on the mana. He's only got mana for the repel. Faith is taken down. This combo, Sniper Slardar, is terrifying if you try and move anywhere outside of your half of the map at this stage of the game. It really is. Roger, on the Bounty Rune Adventure, takes one. CTY has come down here, but they did have that. I think they saw this. The pings come through. They know that that's going on. Yeah, they pop a sentry. They saw all of this down to the fact that they have this observer and sentry combination down behind there. So they know that CTY has the Shadow Blade that he's just picked up. So the reveal is not going to be any sort of a surprise. NaVi will expect it. And Dendi. Being safeguarded down on this bottom lane. You see Seneko and Roger just ready if anyone tries to jump on Dendi. Bottom lane, CTY making the move out. See if we can find a quick pick, but can't quite get it. Seneko just out of range as the Shadow Blade wears out. Up top, you got General putting some pressure in onto the tier 2. And Dandy, again, he's just babysitted. Seneko and Roger looking after Dandy. No way that Tiny gets a jump on him. General is eyeing up the Chikiro. If you grab him into the hands of Crystallize, they could go for this. He's actually running out Firefly. Too risky. And especially with EHOME off the map. EHOME smoked up, making a move straight towards top. NaVi, they've got to get back, and NaVi no. General with the bot's drums as his first 2. Means he can get down and instantly join the forces of NaVi on this bottom lane. There's smoke from EHOME, unlikely to catch anything. Crystallize having to play a little slow and safe though. He's not quite got the Battle Fury. He's closing in on it. That's the Maelstrom for Dendi. They've got to do something about Dendi. If they don't get Dendi out of the fights at the start, he's just going to rip him apart with the Maelstrom. EHOME into the pit with the Exorcism. Closing that lead that NaVi have by getting these objectives. And they should have no trouble with this at all. NaVi not looking to head over to that area anytime soon. Or anywhere near soon enough. So this will be a free Roche for EHOME. CTY will take it. Dendi. Still now being babysat by the entire team. As NaVi look to take control of this area of the map. With ease. And they've got it. So they lose Roshan to EHOME. They get 2 tier 2s. Sorry, well, 2 towers. A tier 1 and a tier 2. Dendi with the money for his Dragon Lance, so he's got an extra bit of beef. If he does get jumped on, he's not going to necessarily get bursted immediately. There'll be some sort of time for NaVi to try for a bit of a save. How's CTY's farm doing? Still pretty good, but not quite Dendi levels. Dendi is knocking it out of the park. And oh, here we go. Let's see if they can do it here. General trying to go onto HYM. Look at this damage coming out from Dendi. This chase down onto CTY is absolutely terrifying. GA will come through from Faith Bian. Roger trying to get back in with the blink, but he's held back by the Yule, so he'll have to cross the ground. Tree to the back of him, brings him down low. Roger on the retreat, trying to escape. Will get the chance to blink out. No one to fall. Both teams keeping one-on-one alive. Battle Fury is complete for Crystallize. So he himself will be able to continue farming. EHOME actually trying to invade NaVi's half of the map here. They're moving on to Roger. And already the Cold Embrace is out. Roger's going to be fine. And they've already lost one. Winter's Curse holds the Tiny in place. You've got General trying to control EHOME. Old Chicken on the sidelines. He'll Yules himself up. So I've got a bit of a split fight here. The rest of EHOME running away. Old Chicken will end up going. And maybe even more in trouble. Roger's got the eyes onto Faith Bian. He's almost certainly going to look for the blink jump up to the high ground. CTY coming down onto the low ground. Regen Rune is here. Oh, CTY. Oh, he'll love that. Oh, yes. I'll take that. A bit of an awkward attempt there from EHOME to come over to NaVi's half of the map. That's another time that the Exorcism is used and it doesn't gain anything at all. Tier 1 still stands. What can they do now? EHOME. 4k behind. This distance is only going to get greater with the Monkey King Battle Fury and Dendi. He's not even had to get the bit shipped out to him. He's just farming up, and he's going to be able to get a full Hurricane Pike down. General also very close to having a blink on top of his drums and bots opening. Double 13 bat. DP, old chicken, blinking yours. And CTY after the Shadow Blade picks up the Yasha. Looking to stat up that extra bit of durability to be able to man fight some of these cores. That's the bat blink. And these creeps will give Dendy his Hurricane Pike. I'll get the full load sent out to him. Oh, CTY. Hunting. And actually not going to be able to... Oh, he does get the Avalanche. He's not going to have the damage, though. A quick Winter's Curse and Seneko, he's able to walk that back to safety. He's out of there. He's fine. EHOME again, looking to invade Navi's jungle, but Navi with their position, you got 3 heroes at mid and 2 heroes at top. No one down bottom. At the least, EHOME can try for a tower push. Mid lane, CTY coming in, looking for the combo onto Seneko. He's not going to quite get it. Seneko's fine. Bottom lane, Shakira's left alone. Crush comes through, and Roger in general, they'll take down one. Dendy actually comes in for the kill secure. I think this is a worry. You've got this core Tiny, and has anyone actually seen him do it? He's not been able to do anything at all. I get that he was farming, but farming for what? His combo can't even kill the Wyvern. One of the problems with trying to go for the sort of the old school wombo combo Tiny kill build, and if you're not getting those kills, I mean, you're gonna farm okay with the cleave, but it's not amazing. And jump forward, Roger instantly with the dust catches out CTY, and CTY is dead. NaVi playing this opening 25 minutes very, very nicely. Dendy is getting involved in all the action. I mean, once Dendy has a BKB, then what does the Tiny do? He could try and right-click him. He could try. This is looking rough for EHOME. They're playing behind with this TP. They need something big. They're going to jump forward. Winter's Curse. What's about one of them? They've got the Yule set up onto Seneko, but they're going to be ready to fight, I think. Oh, no. Crystallize decides against it. The silence actually catches him off. So they will lose one. Faith Bian trying to chase. And actually, you got Dendy just turns towards Faith Bian. And Faith Bian, he's down. And so's... Why? Dendy just turns and peeps them to pieces. And you've used the Exorcism, but it gets you 2 support kills. You lose the higher majority of your lineup. They just can't do anything offensive with their Exorcism. They're just... The fact that they're behind EHOME makes this all very hard for them. Ooh. They have to somehow get around the back lines and get to Dendy. If they don't take the sniper out at the start, Dendy is just going to kill everyone. C2Y nearly has the Manta. Will help a little bit. He's going to need a couple more big items before he can really change around the pace that this NaVi has set. Crystallize. Keep it on par with that Tiny. You've got the tree. I've got the Battle Fury. All in all, I think with the same amount of farm, a Monkey King is just that little bit more scary at this stage. Dandy, he's getting closer and closer to that BKB. If NaVi continue to play as smoothly as they are, from the opening of this game. I think it's going to be very hard for EHOME to take this, but we've seen it before. NaVi can sometimes mess up when it comes to sort of trying to end the game. So there is still hope there for EHOME. And the strike out. EHOME's being caught. CTY again going down as this tiny, just seemingly unable to have any sort of impact on the game. Dendi, level 18. BKB is pretty much there. Dendi 9, 1 and 7 this game. This is a pretty phenomenal Dendi showing. And here we go. Onto this tier 2 tower. Let's see what they can get here. Crystallize as well, pushing it. They'll get this tier 2 tower without any sort of trouble at all. Let's see what they can find. They come down, jump away from Crystallize. Quick escape as EHOME were beginning to move forward. Old Chicken has the Exorcism back online. He's had trouble managing to get much use out of it recently. CTY's looking for Seneko. Can he combo this down? It should be enough this time. No! It's... Ooh! Fade Bolt from HYM will make sure that they do get that kill. Only there though. And now the big guns come out. Jakiro does get an ATOS for the side. Sniper Dendi. BKB is ready. The farm game, I don't know if it's going to work for EHOME, but they are being forced to play it the way that NaVi have been able to take these last few fights. Coming in, Roger. Looking for the jump. Oh, actually catches the crush onto CTY, but they quickly turn with the Rod of Atos. Crystallize coming in with the BKB. Lays down the ultimate. He'll catch them all in it, but the GA is out. EHOME starting to back off. General gets the lasso onto CTY. Tried to drag him back, but the status resistance is not enough. CTY will survive. General's going to get caught out here from the Yules as he tries to TP out. EHOME this time round will find the 2 kills at no cost of their own. That is what they've been waiting for. Getting that sort of fight. The GA causing huge amounts of issues. If that GA wasn't there, that Monkey King would have cleaned up. But it wasn't to be the case. CTY, he's already looking for more action. And he may just find it. Oh! Oh, that scan! The scan from the Radiant. Catching the vision they needed onto them. They won't get the kill, but it does at least save Seneko's life. They scanned literally as soon as that came over. And they knew he was on top of them. Crystallize. Let's go. So with this build, goes back for the SMY. NaVi look towards the pit though. Roshan's back up. Aegis and Cheese for the taking. They know there's no Exorcism. There's no Guardian Angel. Very hard for EHOME to contest this. They'll try though. Going with the silence. CTY looking for the combo on the side. They will manage to take down the Slardar. Out come the BKBs. Crystallize making moves onto Fabian. Can he take the Omni Knight down? He can. So 1 for 1 at the moment. Old Chicken trying to chase down Dendi. Blinks forward. But the backup's there from Crystallize. Old Chicken, he'll use up the Monkey King. He really, really wants this sniper kill. And he may just get it. Dendi falling low. Oh, he Hurricane pikes himself out of range of the Crimson. Oh! Dendi with the Hurricane play. Turns around, comes back in to a dangerous distance to create the space he needs to get out of there. And we're 2 down. On both sides, NaVi still have their cores alive. Crystallize is back in the pit. They're trying to do their best to keep them at bay. Oh, Dendi on the side, though, comes round, finds Jakiro. Dendi's 11-1-7. Dendi having an absolute game with his sniper. We didn't expect it in the draft. EHOME didn't expect it in the draft, but now look at this. He's absolutely destroying them. That's Roche. Aegis goes his way. Cheese goes the way of Crystallize. The Monkey King keep himself alive in the Wukong's command for maximum time. And nearly had the S and Y finished himself. We talked about EHOME having to play active and not passive, and now it comes to the point where NaVi, they can do either. They can farm it up or they could look to push it. They are very strong. 6k lead. I'll take the tier 2s for certain. Play it safe. Crystallize. Up there. Ready to continue pushing in. And that is the full S and Y on its way out to him. And we go. Aghanim's Omni. Okay, was sort of the boost here he wants to be given. So that extra protection for buildings. Sort of pseudo fortification as well. We'll see how that comes into play. How much of a difference that makes, because they're going to need it. NaVi is starting to knock on the doors of EHOME. What can they do here? CTY. Goes for the jump in. Oh! That bit of... He could have tossed him in, couldn't he? Didn't have nothing to... I don't know. It looked like he was trying for the blink toss play and maybe messed it up. If you could toss Dendi into the base, yeah, you're pretty good. Sure, he's got the Aegis, but he's in a bad position if you can toss him in deep. Oh, they know that someone's here. Oh dear. Snaker, you've been spotted. He will force himself down in time. Stolen Boundless Strike comes through. They've got the fire out. Force Snaker away. Really keeping EHOME stuck inside the base. There's a DD room ready. Oh, did he just get the bottle over to... Yeah. Oh, he's gonna get the bottle in? Yeah. Gives the bottle over to Dendi General. So Dendi can keep that DD rune saved for later. Down towards mid they go. Crystallizes next time that he's queuing up the Nullifier. There we go. Time to try for the push again. It is hard though. EHOME have all their ultimates available. CTY trying for the toss in. Does manage to get Dendi up a little bit into the creep wave. They'll bring him down once. Wukong's command is committed by Crystallize. They try and stand their ground by this tier 3 that is very low. Dendi immediately pops the BKB. Just turns. He's ready to fight. Looks towards Old Chicken, but the GA comes through. Old Chicken will be fine. But that is both GA and Exorcism down. So if NaVi wait this off, they certainly could look to try again. Cheese will be handed over to Dendi. Rubik trying to trigger with the Assassinate, just constantly casting it, cancelling it. There we go. CTY is going for it again. Gets the toss in onto Dendi. Dendi in trouble. He's very deep. Can they save him? Oh, the cheese! And the force is out. Dendi's going to be fine. Jumping from Roger. They've managed to find the lasso about CTY. Manta not going to save him. CTY's down. Old Chicken bots the BKB. Looking to run himself away from Crystallize. Crystallize continuing to try and close the gap. They have the Yules. Old Chicken holds back the Monkey King. The Tiny is down. No CTY for 70 seconds. They'll put the fortification, but NaVi will continue to stand strong. The Cold Embrace heals there onto Crystallize. They're keeping Faith Beyond at bay. Dendi has a complete Miona out. And they should find this Rax. And in fact, they're jumping in. Roger goes for the jump play onto Y. They have the vision. Dendi bringing the Jakiro down low. And Jakiro's gone. Gem hits the decks. NaVi take down one. Dendi popping the shrapnel. Looking to move over for more. Turns towards Faith Beyond. With the corrosive haze on him. That Omni Knight melts. NaVi take 3. Dendi beyond godlike now with the double kill. And straight towards the mid lane they move. 10k gold lead. 22k net worth on Dendi. Now the buybacks come through. Roger jumps in, boundless onto Rubik along with the assassinate. Not enough to finish him. 2 buybacks come out. NaVi will respect this. BKB's popped though. Crystallize. He wants to try and turn and fight. Old Chicken and CTY actually waltzing around in the Wukongs. Crush from Roger will miss. And with that blink off the mark, he will pay for it. They get the toss combo, bring Roger down. That's the side of it though. Ooh, nearly getting Old Chicken, but he's able to get out with the Yules and blink. Have the combo onto Monkey King. Crystallized, tossed in to the clutches of EHOME. He's trying to find Old Chicken, but he's not going to get it. Double kill for CTY. EHOME will hold and get some big kills off the back of it. Some mass pings there onto General. I'm not sure what that was about. And NaVi giving away a few kills that they could have. They didn't really need to. Did cost the buybacks from EHOME though, of course. We'll as we'll see. So there's a couple of buybacks on both the Omni and the Tiny. We'll see what happens now. As you can see on the net worth, still very much this lead for NaVi with the way that they broke into the base. They claim a set of racks. What can happen next? That's the plan for EHOME. They have that BKB on Old Chicken as we saw, but still the fights are so hard playing from behind. Here we go. EHOME coming in with the aggressive. NaVi nowhere to be found. So they are up as 5 towards the top. EHOME won't get the jump that they hope for. Maybe they can just look to turn for a push instead. Who's going to show themselves? There's the flame break. EHOME knows what's up. CTY. He's thinking about heading in. He's shadow bladed. He's repelled. He wants to try and go in for a quick toss. Toss back a quick grab. NaVi smoke up. Generals will be dispelled straight away. They know that EHOME's here on the side of it all. Look at the telekinesis. HYM starting to play. Exorcism pop. They jump forward, trying to burst down the slider, but the cold embrace is there. Winter's Curse holding back the Tiny and the Jakiro. BKBs have also been committed. Crystallized. Trying to make a beeline straight for Old Chicken. His BKB now wearing out. General gets the grab onto the sideline, but the GA comes through. Mantra as well, keeping CTY alive. He turns towards Crystallized. Crystallized did get the Wukong's command down. BKB has already used it. He's falling like the magical, but the cold embrace is there just in time for Seneko to keep that man alive. The Monkey King, is ripping through Y. Both him and HYM forced back on the side. CTY trying to get a look in, but Dendi has the damage, bringing CTY down low. CTY's gone. Old Chicken as well, self-uses, but the damage surely is too much. The heal from the Ghost will not keep that man alive. Old Chicken falls as well. EHOME have lost 3. Jump forward. Roger's got the vision onto Y, and GG is called. NaVi have done it. They take the win against EHOME. As EHOME could not quite get that momentum and flow going that they wanted. With the Tiny, with the Death Prophet, it wasn't going to happen. And GG. NaVi take the game. Dendi 61-10. Pretty clean game there for Dendo. Very, very clean game indeed.